The Malaysia Airlines Flight 653 incident is one of the deadliest tragedies in Malaysia's aviation history. Hijacked during a seemingly safe domestic flight, the aircraft crashed into a swamp in Johor. All 100 people on board perished, including the unidentified hijacker. On 4th December 1977, at 7:21 p.m., flight MH653 took off from Penang to begin a short trip to Kuala Lumpur. But as the aircraft was making preparations to land in Kuala Lumpur at 7:54 p.m., the crew reported to Control Center that an unidentified hijacker was on board. They were forced to cut off communication afterward. Later, a published transcript of the cockpit voice recorder shed some light on what transpired between the captain, co-pilot, and the hijacker. The pilots explained to the hijacker that they had no fuel to go any further than Singapore, but they would land wherever he wanted and wouldn't do anything funny. However, at one point, the hijacker can be heard exclaiming,
"What is this? You bluff us!"
Gunshots followed, punctuated by the captain's cries for mercy and then dying groans. Afterward, the recording only had altitude warnings, unintelligible voices and sounds of struggles before it cut off. At 8:36 p.m., the aircraft hit a swamp in Johor at a near vertical angle. There were no survivors. It can be established that the hijacker became convinced that the pilots were deceiving him and shot them both. But what followed after? Who was the hijacker? What were his motives? With no sufficient evidence, all this might remain a mystery forever. The bodies of the victims, damaged beyond recognition, were buried in a mass grave in Johor Bahru. A memorial is erected in their tribute.